7:46, and our Fox 61 School Squad is taking a look at high school sports. School year, new year, it's here. A lot of students involved in the sport they love, and that sport is so critical to our young athletes. So what is the new season going to look like? Well, we have CIAC Executive Director Glenn Lungarini joining us this morning, and a lot of kids, they want to know what the new school year is going to be like. Glenn, thanks so much for taking the time to talk with us here on Fox 61.
Good morning, Erica. Pleasure to be with you this morning.
Well, we know 2020 was an unprecedented year in sports, but here we are, fall 21, high school sports are here. It's a go. A lot of people want to know, though, are we going to have a full season, and will our student athletes get to have the fans cheering them on?
Erica, we have planned for full seasons for all of our sports. We have football going already. They started this past Monday. Everybody else will be on the field August 26th. We understand that playing in COVID conditions can be difficult, but we believe we can do it safely. We're planning full seasons, including state tournaments. And at this time, there are no restrictions issued by CIAC for spectator attendance.
Great news there. Let's talk about masks now. Who has to wear masks? Will the spectators have to wear masks? And will that maybe change mid-season? Any thoughts on that?
You know, everything is always looked at on a daily basis as information comes in as we deal with different variants. Right now, we're aligned with the governor's orders and the directions from the State Department of Education. So anything indoors, we're talking about volleyball this season, activities around swimming, spectators who go indoors, they will need to wear a mask in accordance with rules for masking inside school buildings. Outside, we do not have mask requirements at this time. We will continue to watch the metrics and evaluate things with our medical experts.
All right, Glenn, let's talk about vaccines for a bit right now. There are no vaccine requirements for student athletes as of right now. Could that be changing?
You know, we're hoping that people look at the value of the vaccines. We've done our best to educate them. We've partnered with Connecticut DPH on a Stay in the Game initiative to promote student vaccinations. So if you're vaccinated and you're a close contact, you're going to stay in classroom for instruction. You're going to stay on the field to play. It's going to help reduce the impact of COVID. We strongly encourage our kids to get vaccinated if they're eligible.
All right, so they're not required to get vaccinated right now, but we've got to talk a little bit more about that. There are major advantages for student athletes if they get vaccinated, specifically when it comes to quarantining, right?
Absolutely, and that's what we saw the past year as we played sports is when, you had one close contact or two close contacts on a team, the entire team was out. However, this year, if you're vaccinated, as long as you're asymptomatic, you do not need to quarantine. So you're going to be able to stay on the field, you're going to be able to stay in your classrooms, and that's going to be critical for our kids from an academic standpoint, social, emotional, mental health, well-being standpoint. We want our kids on the fields if they can be there.
All right, well, again, great news. We're really excited about this new season to get our student athletes back out there. And we're going to circle back with you because you can't say much about winter sports. You're waiting for guidance from the CDC, but we'll check back and we'll get you an update on that when we can.